For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Wait up!
Is everyone ready to play?
I think the people involved, you get to meet a lot of people in football, and that's just one of the great things. Not only is the sport great, but the people involved, so fellow referees, players, coaches, even fans. I love officiating because it keeps me involved in football. I was a player, but I don't reckon I could cut it out there anymore, at least at any decent level. But as a referee, I get to be involved in higher levels of football. Keeps me involved, keeps me fit, and is great fun. I think I have a moment of this is why I do this every week. It's always good fun to get out there, and there are tough moments, but being resilient and succeeding, even just in the little things throughout a match. I think embracing challenges is such an important skill to learn, and as a referee you'll surely come across a lot of them, and I certainly have. I reckon give it a go. You will face challenges, but that's a part of it, and I think embracing challenges is such an important skill to learn.
At
Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings, Tom Wren for sport, Jade Robran on the scene as it happens, Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide, Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local and only on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Hello, good afternoon and welcome to Oakden for this men's RA NPL match between the host side Adelaide City and their visitors Adelaide United. Slightly earlier kickoff here in South Australia, being a 2:30 kickoff. Two other games this afternoon in the men's RA NPL kicking off at 3 p.m. I'm your host David Grant. I'll be taking you through the next 90 minutes of football, and I'm joined in the executive commentary suite by one of the league's best, I would say, although he probably would disagree because he's a humble guy. Lorenzo Baselli. Lorenzo, come d'esta?
I do disagree on that.
Do you?
Oh, thank you very much.
You must be up there somewhere.
I don't like talking about that.
Okay, well, let's move on if it's making you feel a bit awkward. I will take the viewers through the lineups for today's game. Adelaide City first, the goalkeeper number 1, John Hall. Then their captain number 5, Noah Smith. Number 6 is Bradley Corbo. Number 7, Daniel Brissan. Number 20, Yuki Kitano. 22, Giorgio Parhas. 23, Yared Apachu. 25, Luis Lori Latanzio. Number 26 is Terence Lynch. Number 80, Patrick Caraccia. And number 87, Dominic Costanzo. Adelaide United line up as follows. Their goalkeeper, number 40, Ethan Cox. Then number 36, Panache Madana, who's also the captain today. Number 45, Alex Batistella. 54, Bailey O'Neill. Number 58, Harry Crawford. 62, Fabian Taladera. 67, Luka Blazevic. 74, Amlani Tatu. 78, Maluel Nicola. Number 79, Faizo Kazumovic. And number 88, Kalan Alagic. On the bench for Adelaide United, we've got Israel Mabula Monga, Mutsa Mapandawana, Liam Stam, Hugo N, Sajad Naziri, and Luke Hurst. And if we glance across at the Adelaide City bench, we've got Vayan Kurikuana, Matthew Dauber, Nicholas Bucco, Francesco Schmitzi, Cosmo Groff, and Oliver Western.
Surprised to see Book on the bench.
Yeah, maybe a little bit unexpected. Maybe it's cautionary, I'm not sure. We haven't been told, we don't have the information. But yeah, a little bit of a change, I suppose. Bucco drops to the bench from last week, as does Lewis Kylo. And into the starting 11 from the bench last week, Giorgio Parhas and Terence Lynch. What are you expecting today then, Lorenzo?
Surely be a very good game. We played United last week and they're very good at keeping the ball, but so is City. And City is off to a great start so far, and United desperately need a win because that'll make it 3 in a row without getting a point. So it will be a very open game, I think.
Head-to-head in the top flight, they've played 20 times. There's been 11 wins for City, 5 wins for United, and 4 draws in that period of time. As the teams make their way out to the centre circle, led by today's referee, Joseph Bajewski. He'll be assisted by Dion Turner and Mon Baduhur Kadka. And understand there will be a moment's silence before we get underway. A moment's silence there to note the passing of Joe Tripodi, as well as a relative of Louis Laurie Latanzio. So yes, these teams have met, obviously, a number of times over the years. 20 times, 11 wins for City, 5 for United, 4 draws. Last year, sorry, they're coming off. Got my notes all over the place, Lorenzo. Round 1, Adelaide City had a 2-1 win over West Adelaide here. Riley Stam, the goal scorer for West Adelaide. It's the only time that Adelaide City's goal has been breached this season. In round 2, Croydon hosted Adelaide City. Adelaide City 4-0 winners there. Adelaide United come into this on the back of a 1-0 loss to FK Beograd last week at Highmarsh Stadium, and then a 4-2 loss to Playford the week before.
Yeah, they need some points, United. They very much need to get on the table. And City obviously is going to try to win its third game in a row and get on top of the ladder.
There hasn't been a draw in this fixture in the last 6 meetings, going all the way back to the 9th of July 2022, which was here at Adelaide City Park. That game finished 3-3. Panache Madana, Kane Vidmar and Luka Jovanovic were the goal scorers for Adelaide United that day. Aladdin Irabona, Charlie Devereux were the goal scorers for Adelaide City, before Matt Halliday in the 95th minute of 96 minutes scored to equalise.
There you go. Then you reckon a draw, or?
I don't think this one will be a draw. What's your prediction?
My prediction's Adelaide City. Straightforward.
A straight 4, did you say?
Yeah.
4-0?
Maybe not 4, but I think they're one of the best, if not the best team in the league. If you look at the names and the players they have on the bench, and all around, the pitch plays its part as well. They're probably, I don't want to say the favorite, but if they keep going the way they started, then it'd be hard to beat them.
Well, I mean, City did have a slow start last year, and then they came good, ended up finishing second on the ladder before finals, and then were knocked out in the semi-final, the qualifying final. by Croydon, I think, if my memory serves me correctly, over 2 legs. So they'll be seeking to go 1 better, or 2 better, make the final and win it. But we are about to get underway here. You have just joined us. I'm David Grant. I'm joined by Lorenzo Baselli, and this is the men's RA NPL round 3 between Adelaide City and Adelaide United. And we're underway. Joseph Bajeski, the referee today, gets us started. Early touch for Bailey O'Neill at the back. Wins the free kick. Lorenzo Baselli, of course, coming off the back of a fine 5-0 win against Para Hills Knights last night. Tells me he's jumped out of bed full of energy, no injuries, no worries, nothing to be concerned about. So,
yeah, great. It was a great win yesterday. We needed it. We needed a big, convincing win. Nothing better than a 5-0 at home, first home win.
Early signs are that Para Hills Knights might have a long season, but here's Amlani Tatu down the left-hand side. Doesn't beat his man, ball's clear. Catano gets there first, gets his head to it. But he is fouled by Bailey O'Neill.
Experience is going to play a big factor today, I think. City has a couple of players that played a number of seasons in the NPL. And United is always a young team. So if City's using the experience towards their advantage, then it'll be a long day for United, I think.
Yeah, well, City certainly seem to have started quite well, don't they? They look quite comfortable in the ball out there. And like you say, you know, they have experience over their competitors in red. But here they come down the left-hand side now. City ball comes into the middle. Bailey O'Neill gets a toe to it. Ahead of Yuki Kitano. Dominic Costanzo running in at the back post as well. Ball over the top. Kitano's under it, but he's offside. Well marshalled by Faizo Kasimovic. City look like they're lining up with 4 at the back. Karachia just playing as a 6, just ahead of the defence.
Yeah.
And then it looks like Bressan and Kitano up front with Costanzo playing a very wide right position.
And Latenzi on the left.
Yep.
That's very dangerous forward 4.
Well, interestingly enough, the stats show that the 2 most prolific crossers of the ball are here today. Harry Crawford for Adelaide United and Luis Latanzio for Adelaide City are the most successful crossers of the ball, even though we're only 2 games in.
Yeah. They're 2 very good wingers. I mean, Crawford played A-League already, I think, if I'm not wrong. And scored already? Did he?
You put me in the
Last
spot,
season?
I can't remember. Oh, yes, last season, not this season, I don't think. Yeah.
Last season. So obviously a very, very good young player. And I had the pleasure to play with Laurie Atencio for a little bit for the All-Star.
Oh, of course. I forgot about that. I'll have to ask you about that a little bit later on. Yeah, so you made the All-Star team, as did Luis Latanzio, who unfortunately was mic'd up, if my memory serves me correctly. I don't know how he managed to play with a microphone on, but that experience was good for you? Enjoyed it?
Yeah, it was good. It's always good to play with what are the best player in the league. First year here, so it was very, very much of an honor and enjoyable experience. Then you create bond with them, make friendships.
Yeah.
And then when you play against each other, it's good too. Then here in Australia, apparently it's pretty much always have dinner all together after the game, and it's something I'm obviously not used to because you could never do that in Italy.
Is that right? Yeah.
Never. It could never happen.
Here's Panache Madana now, chips it over into the middle, it goes. Oh, just over the top. Alex Batistella, the player there who got there for United, couldn't keep the ball down, put it over the top, but decent opening there for United down that right-hand side. And a good run from Madana.
Yeah, good build-up. They started here on the left and got the switch to the right. Good ball in from Madana, and unfortunate not to put it in the net.
Yes, on the travel now.
So with that NPL All-Stars game that you played in at the end of last year, who else from BFK Beargrad were involved in that? Were you the only one?
I think Fro was, it was me and Fro. Yunkura.
Yep.
That's it. Here from City, I think there was Latencio, Noah Smith was involved. Kilo was involved as well, but he was injured. I think that's it. Sorry if I forgot about someone. Didn't mean to.
I'm sure they'll forgive you. It was a while ago now. Here's Bailey O'Neill now, as Adelaide United look to do something on the left-hand side. They lose the ball out. Costanzo picks it up.
Good pressure by City.
Still haven't got the ball. There's an offside decision there. Giorgio Parhas gets a nice early touch.
Good pressure from City. I feel like it's the way to play against United, because they have 4 at the back, 1-6 sitting. If you pressure them, they always try to play out, kicking just few long balls. So if you put them in the corner there, you can win the ball back straight away and you're 20 meters from goal.
Compress the space, you say?
Yeah.
Abichu with the ball now on that far side. He'll probably go back to his goalkeeper. And he does. John Hall clears now, left foot. Chips over the top. Although Nicola gets to this for United. He's beaten Costanzo, still has it. He goes wide. Doesn't have much way of support. It's a one-man show just now, but he opts to try and take players on. Now he's got a bit of support. Amlani Tatu has it. Back to Nicola. And he puts it into the middle. He goes out to the far side. And Harry Crawford with the shot in the end. Easily collected by Hall, who clears. Goes long. Catano takes that down. Can't control it. Picked up by Fabian Taladera. Oh, that was tricky. Could you do that, Lorenzo?
Wow. No, never.
There's Harry Crawford, the right-hand side now. Into the middle he goes. Cleared. And it's all United right now.
It is. It is. They're doing well using the wingers. Tatu not too much into the game right now, but Crawford and Madana on the right side are doing very well.
And here's a cross in. Close off the bar from Crawford.
As I said about Tatu, huh?
Yeah.
Just said about Tatu, putting a very good ball in, and again, Crawford unlucky not to get on the scoreboard.
He was close enough though, wasn't he? You might argue, if you were being harsh, that he could have done a bit better, kept the shot low.
He could have. I agree.
Cleared off the line by Giorgio Parhas in the end. And City just soaking up a little bit of pressure just now. It's all United.
Yeah, they started very well, United. Good pressure as well here. But they're, as we said, they're very good on the ball. So if you give them a little bit of time and space, they're going to punish you. That's what's happening on both sides, right and left. They're isolating Tatu and Crawford or Madana on one-on-ones, and that point is very dangerous to stop for City.
Back underway, Taladera has the ball now. Has Madana on the overlapping run, and he feeds him out on the right-hand side. Madana hits it. And he's missed it, and Adelaide United add to their tally on shots on goal, although not on target.
It could be up 1-0 already.
Possibly more. They could be. Could be up by 2.
They should be.
If you've just joined us, we are 9 minutes into this men's RA NPL match here. 0-0 in the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard, but here comes United with the corner to the near post. Cleared, but they'll get another chance. Nicola picks up. Feeds it back to Bailey O'Neill. And with the left foot, dispenses with it out to the right-hand side. Taladera brings it down. Crosses with his left. Into the middle it goes. Cleared by City. They just can't get a moment to bring the ball under control and play football just now. City. Adelaide have them on the ropes. That's United. I mean, here's Crawford in the overlapping run into the penalty box. Feeds it back to Alagic. Still knocking it about. Taladere brings it down. Falls to Aligic at the edge of the box. Has a swipe at it. City clear. Ball goes all the way through there to John Hall. There's Taladere now inside the City half. Tattoo inside the box. Oh. He tries to feed it through to Batistella. John Hall's goalkeeping's good enough to intercept that, and he dispenses with it.
Costanzo and Latenzi swap sides.
Yeah.
So now Latenzi on the right and Costanzo on the left. Trying to switch something. So far, all United.
Yeah, well, right now, City haven't had a chance to touch the ball, so I'm not sure that swap will make much change at this point in time. They need to try and get the ball first. Here's Crawford trying to cross into the middle. And it goes out for a goal kick. Just a reminder of the scores from last night in the men's RA NPL. West Torrens-McCullough had a late winner against Campbelltown City to win 3-2. FK Beograd 5-0 winners over Parahills Knights. And West Adelaide secured their first win of the 2026 season with a 3-0 win at home against Adelaide Comets. Simopoulos free kick right at the end to ensure the points went. I didn't go back to Kilburn because they were playing at Kilburn. Patrick Catree now plays it to Yared Abichu. Kratcher plays it out now to this near side. Yuki Kitano now has this to chase. He's got two United opponents on him. They've both been distracted.
Corbo.
It ends up with Corbo, yeah. Costanzo on the far side gets his shot in and puts it into the building yard.
That was the first good build-up from City. They attracted pressure from United, and United left a 2v2 at the back with Corbo and Kitano against O'Neill and I think it was Nicola.
Yep.
But that's what you have to do. Sometimes you gotta go long. You can't always play through the lines. Go long. There's nothing wrong with it.
Interesting that two United players went with the one player, and that left Corbo with the space in the middle.
Yeah.
Long goalkeeping kick. Abichu's underneath it. Lynch at the back there for City. Wins the header, but Crawford's emerged with it now for United. He's forced wide by Parhas, but United still have it. Kasumovic. Now Taladere. Adana and Taladere exchange passes. Crawford picks it up in the far right. Aligic now is given a bit of space. Takes it for a run. Can't get past Corbo at the back there though.
That was brilliant.
Solid defending, wasn't it?
Yeah. Brilliant defending, and Aligic as well. Good dribbling, good skills. Unlucky Corbo was right there.
Aligic has done well. He's picked the ball up here again. He does look like he just tries to do too much, but he's fed that through to Batistella. Batistella turns and shoots. And he's put that one wide, but it is a deflection. So we'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say it was on target and well defended by City to concede the corner.
United looking very, very good and very dangerous every time they're in City's half.
You still think this is a 4-0 win?
Well, maybe not. Maybe the other way around.
You could change your mind at half time.
Yeah, I will. United should be up at this point. They had 4 or 5 chances. Hall made a couple of saves and a couple of very important blocks.
Taladero's corner comes in, but it's too close to John Hall, who gets it unchallenged and gives it to Lynch out on this side here. Oh! Throw-in goes to United, although for me I don't know that Malawal Nicola made much of an effort to get the ball there. Did you feel that?
I didn't, but
came across the player.
It's a good challenge. You know, both players went for it.
It's Madana on the far side, tries to get his cross in. It's blocked by Noah Smith. And it goes out. If you've just joined us, you're watching the men's RA NPL here. Adelaide City, the host side, in the black and white stripes, playing Adelaide United in all red. So far, it's been all Adelaide United. They've just been a little bit wasteful right in front of goal. Otherwise, they might be up by 1 or 2. It's David Grant on the lead comms, and I'm joined by Lorenzo Baselli from FK Beograd after his big win last night. He's very happy.
Yeah, extremely happy. Good weekend ahead.
We just had a bit of a pause there for an altercation off the ball within the penalty box between two players. Joseph Bajeski, the referee, keeping his eye on that, but the corner will come in now. Left-footed, it's very deep. John Hall again grabs it. It's too close to him and no one challenges.
Yeah, he's a big keeper, so you got to be mindful of that when you take corners. You can't put it too close to him, because otherwise he'll easily grab it.
Or too high.
He's
as
a
well.
unit, yeah.
Sometimes these big goalkeepers are weaker when the ball's on the ground. Always trying some fancy footwork there and clears on his left.
It's done pretty well there.
Well, that's a through ball. Daniel Brissan's the player onto it. He puts it into the middle. Catano was there. Costanzo was there, but Adelaide United clear. It's not pretty, but it's effective, and they come away with it.
Yeah.
Here's Luka Blazevic now.
Oh, very dangerous counter.
City are back in numbers though, but here's Amlani Tatu, makes his way into the penalty box. Puts it into the middle as a deflection, but it's picked up by Hall.
Could have done a little more here, Tatu, I think. We all know his capabilities, and go hard one-on-one, quick, and I feel like he had plenty of time and he just let the City defense get back.
There's a ball over the top for Costanzo to chase. Bressan's on the far side. Will he get the cross in? He does, it's low. Nicola gets a foot to it though, spoils its run. Bailey O'Neill comes away with it for Adelaide United.
Very transitional game so far.
It is quite open in the middle as well.
Yeah.
End to end. For a period of about 10 minutes, it wasn't like that. It was all Adelaide United, but it's City have started to play a bit more football and look a bit more comfortable in the ball, I'd say. Here's Corbo. Costanzo has given that one away, to be honest. It's picked up by Luka Blazevic. Costanzo again. Little trip. He still has the ball. Alic offers a challenge, but it's cleared. Corbo has it down the chair, but he gets away with it. He maybe didn't handle it, who knows.
A bit of a volleyball.
Yeah. Final ball, no good. Ball goes out. Throw in for Adelaide United. Little pause in play while Ethan Cox, the goalkeeper for Adelaide United, plays ball boy.
Very clear 1-6 and 2-10s for United, with Taladir 6 and Bledzovic and Alligators 10s. Very high up.
Yep. These players out here, as you look out there, who are the you don't have to answer this straight away, you can have a minute to think about it, but who are the players out there that you've played against that have been a real challenge for you? You're getting ready in the dressing room and you're thinking, oh no, I'm going to have to play against blah, 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 blah.
Good question.
You don't have to answer it straight away. Yeah, have a minute. Don't like to put you in the spot there, but might come back to that one a bit later, because you played against Adelaide United as recently as Amlani Tatu right through. He's got a clear shot and goal. He's been judged to be offside. So
I don't know about this. I'm not sure it was offside. I wasn't looking, but it didn't look like it.
Person with the best view is the assistant on that far side.
Yeah.
Mon Bankur Kadka. Bit difficult to tell from up here, to be honest, Lorenzo. We wouldn't know for sure, would we?
Yeah.
There wasn't much argument for the players in the park, but this one's clearly offside.
Yeah.
Lewis Laurie Latanzo, who's swapped back over to the left. Here's Tatu now. Corbo goes out to meet him, then retreats somewhat. Tatu into the box, rolls the ball over with his right, and then crosses it in low with his left. Taladira, Sumovic, Nicola combining for Adelaide United. Final cross ball's poor though. Unforced error, they would call that in tennis.
Yeah. To answer your question, there's not a player then that, I say that. I don't like playing United just because they have the ball and they keep it for so long. It drains you mentally and obviously physically to shift side to side. And I think most of the players in the league would agree with that. They're going to have the ball more than you, and it's not very pleasant to run after it.
Well, it's interesting you say that, because I think last week in commentary I even said, when I was watching the FK Beergrad's Adelaide United game, that Adelaide United just seemed to play that possession game that almost tried to suffocate, the flow of the match, if you like.
Yeah.
In the end, it was a narrow 1-0 win for FK Beergrad that day as the ball comes over the top here. Lewis Laurie Latanzo's through on goal. Players back in numbers. Gets his final ball across. He was aiming for Costanzo, but didn't get there, and it's cleared.
A good defending by Nicola. Very good defending.
And Ethan Cox just watches that one go wide. There are two other games in the men's RA NPL this afternoon, both kicking off at 3 o'clock, which is just 3 minutes away. Playford City are hosting Croydon. Sturt Lions hosting Metro Stars. Both of them interesting matchups.
Yeah. Yes, Sturt Lions off to a very, very good start after getting promoted. 6 points in 2 games. And if they get 3 points today, I'd be very impressed with them.
Yeah, they have had an amazing start.
Yeah,
no doubt about it. Been very impressive. I've seen them a couple of times. They were very good against West Adelaide, although they won that one 4-3. They did let West Adelaide back into it in an early period in the second half. West Adelaide scored 2 goals. They were 3-0 down and scored 2 goals to make it 3-2. But for a little while, it looked like West Adelaide might get something out of it, but it wasn't to be. Sturt currently 6th in the table, but they do have that game in hand that they play this afternoon as Taladira pops that one over the top, goes all the way through to John Hall. Adelaide City currently 2nd in the table. Adelaide United down in 11th as the ball comes through here, and it would be offside. Cox was bracing there. Catano entitled to go for that one. This game, the first of a double header here at Adelaide City Park. The WSL women's team will be playing after this, as they seek to try and win promotion from the WSL up to the WNPL. Bradley Corbo taking the ball for a walk there. He must have stolen about 10 yards.
It's the Italian way. That's the Italian in Brad.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Take a little bit and then take a little bit more?
Yeah.
Don't stop taking until you're asked to stop taking?
1 meter here, 1 meter there.
I'm glad you're saying that and not me. Lani Tatu. Intelligent football goes back to Bailey O'Neill. Has Kasumovic and uses him. Bressan gives chase and it goes all the way back to Ethan Cox.
Well done.
Yeah, he did well there. Malawal Nicola. Feeds Blazevic, but they contrive to lose it. Karachi goes to ground. And I think that's a free kick that's been given.
It is. It is.
Would you say Mr. Karachi was looking for that?
Yeah. Again, it goes back to the same point as Corbo.
Yeah.
Literally Italian in him.
Yeah. Take a little bit more.
Yeah. Nah, it's a very even game now. The first 10 minutes was all United, and City now has got a little bit of the ball, a bit more, bit of control. And United's looking to defend a bit at the moment.
Yeah, City just seem to have found their football boots, haven't they? Just Corbell's still walking here.
Yeah.
They seem to have found their football boots a little bit, settled maybe a little bit more.
Great skill there.
He's still going. Blazevic and feeds the ball out wide. Tatu has it now, makes his way into the penalty box. Crosses with his left. Zalagic at the edge of the box, there's his little shot. Oh, that's well stopped by Hall though.
A lot of unforced errors at the moment on both sides.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. I find that a lot though across the NPL. I don't know if you...
Do you?
Yeah, I find that a lot. Just sometimes the basics aren't quite right. Yeah, I'm not saying the standard's no good, but sometimes the ball given away unnecessarily just sort of stands out for me.
I get the feeling that there's... I'm not going to say names, obviously, but
Good.
There's a few players.
I don't want to get sued.
No, in general.
Yeah.
Everyone tries to do a little bit too much.
Yeah.
You know, instead of, especially beginning of the game. You know, first 5-10 minutes, stick to the basic, get your confidence in, and then you can do more. But
here's Tatu. He gets a shot, and that's a beauty off the bar. What a shot!
We had a great angle from here.
Oh yeah, swerving. Did you see it move?
Yeah.
Hall did get his hand up there, but whether he'd been able to stop it or not, who knows?
That's what he can do, Amlani. He's very good. A shot from distance, very good dribbler. If you give him an inch of space, he's gonna find the goal at least, find the target, force you into a save, or score. Now, very unlucky in this case, but very dangerous on the ball.
Batistella now tries to feed Alagic. It's cleared up though by Noah Smith, who's had a fine game at the back for City so far. Tanzio tries to play in Catano on the far right. Bressan will give chase here. O'Neill gets to it, but he just gives it away. Here's Catano now. Has Bressan in the middle. Karachi coming up as well. He might have a shot himself. He's trying to find the space. It's packed there though. And our apologies if some offensive language was picked up by the microphone there. It's just the passion of the game, isn't it, Lorenzo?
It is.
No one got hurt, did they?
Emotions.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
We have a player down. Malawal Nicola on the ground. Gives the players a chance to come over to the side and pick up some water. So, what have you made of it so far?
Well, United should have scored a couple of goals, for sure. City had a couple of half chances, but so far United's been excellent. Better than City, for sure. Couple of good saves from Halls, but still 0-0, so...
Yeah, and 28 minutes gone. We're into the 29th minute now, so just about 15 minutes till the break. It is a warm day here in Adelaide, in Oakden, home of Adelaide City. You're watching the men's RA NPL between Adelaide City and the visitors, Adelaide United. Game finally poised right now. Chat to a local who backs you and your team. It's better to be a member with the RAA. That's what I always say, Lorenzo. Number of former players in that Adelaide City team today. Of course, a lot of those promising players come through the youth system here. The likes of Daniel Bressan, Terry Lynch, George Parajas, Lewis Laurie Latanzio. all come through Adelaide United. And of course, John Hall, previously goalkeeper for Adelaide United. Alex Batistella out there in red is a former Adelaide City player. So there's a little bit of cross breeding. Is that the right? Maybe not. Maybe not breeding.
I don't know.
I'm not
The
sure
wrong
what the right
person
term is
to
there.
ask.
Interesting enough, half of Adelaide City's goals, 3 of the 6 have come either from a set piece or immediately after. They've yet to score today. They've found some ways through using the wings, but yet to really test Adelaide United's goalkeeper, Ethan Cox, whereas John Hall at the other end has had a fair bit to do. Adelaide United maybe a little bit wasteful in front of goal.
Yeah, they had plenty of chances, and they just need to be able to take it. Hit the crossbar twice. 4 or 5 shots straight a hole, but they're looking good so far. Looking good.
Adelaide City have been averaging over 15 shots on goal in a game. Only Metro Stars and Adelaide United have had more, and Adelaide United, of course, would have had more again after this. But you know, you think about that statistic that they've had more shots on goal in the first 2 rounds, this being round 3, Adelaide United, and yet struggle to find the net. So that's a sign that they're maybe just being a bit wasteful in goal. We've seen that today as well.
Yeah, I think it's a pattern that's carried on from last season as well, because last season they were wasting plenty of chances, lots of shots, a lot of build-ups, but then at the end product wasn't really there, and it's carried on into the start of this season too.
Anyway, Adelaide City have got a corner. I think this is the first one they've had today, Lorenzo.
Yep, it is.
Yeah. Noah Smith, the player, making his way over to take this. Interesting enough, Adelaide City have only got 5 players in the box for this.
Yeah, but because United keeps 3 on top, so you got to be mindful of the counter.
Costanzo goes for that one. Batistella clears, although I think he's trying to set up Crawford, who's on a run, but John Hall gets there first. Rather than clearing it, just chips over the top. Patrick Karagia wins the free kick, I think, on the far side.
I think it was him that committed the foul. Yeah, I don't know about this.
Oh, yeah. It's gone the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I've got you here today to keep me right, mate.
No complaining from him, so...
No. That's always a telltale sign of guilt or not, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, if the offender gets up and walks away without complaint.
Yeah.
Yared Abichu now for Adelaide City. Pass back to John Hall is an option, and he does that, and Hall clears. Here come United now. No offside. Harry Crawford has it. Faces Noah Smith. Gets to the byline, puts his cross in. But it's blocked by Smith, and it goes out for a corner.
Another one. Beautiful pitch, isn't it?
It is a very good pitch, yeah.
Looks immaculate.
All the pitches do it this time of year, though.
Yeah, you got a point there.
Cross comes in from Taladera. It's very deep. Up to the back post. And out by Kisimovic. So it's a goal kick. Yeah, but all the pitches this time of year tend to look very good. I mean, I reckon FK Beargrads looks the best I've seen it. Looks fantastic just now.
Yeah, let's remember that in a couple of months.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. I'm a bit old-fashioned. I prefer the grass pitch myself, even if it's not in great condition, you know. But I'm from the generation that didn't play in synthetic pitches, so I've always found it hard to compare the two.
Yeah.
Which do you prefer?
Well, obviously, if it's a good grass pitch,
yeah,
artificial can't compete against that. But a good artificial against a not so good grass pitch, I'd rather play on artificial.
You would? Okay.
Yeah.
So grass from now until about June or July, and then artificial from July through to September for you?
That'd be great. That'd be great.
Do you have a favourite pitch in the state to play on? Or?
I really like playing at Campbelltown.
Oh, that's a nice take by Tattoo. He's into the box here on his right, stabs it, but hits the side netting.
Again, end product isn't really there for United. Not yet for today. That's another pretty clear chance they've wasted.
Play out. Crawford picks it up now. Makes his way. He's got an acre of space. Makes his way into the middle. Final ball lacking, and Adelaide City come away with it. Bressan. Alagic gets a toe in. Wins the ball. Concedes the foul though.
City are rushing. They're trying to overplay, I think. They're struggling at the moment, and you just need to take your time to release the pressure and relax for a second. Breathe.
Quite a warm day out there for them as well.
Yeah.
The temperature's supposed to be in the high 20s here in Adelaide. Here comes City now down the left-hand side. Yuki Kitano dropped a little deeper to receive that, and that's offside, unfortunately, for Lewis Lauratanzi on the far side.
Yeah, good line, United. Very organised altogether. It's not the first time that Atencio or Costanzo or Kitano get caught offside.
Panache Madana now. That's an ambitious ball with a lot of pace on it. Far too much for Crawford. And Crawford's very quick, but he's not that quick, is he? That one goes out for a goal kick. Jared Abichu now opts to go back to his goalkeeper, John Hall. He clears. Corbo finds Lynch and receives it back. He's right on the touchline now. Amlani Tatu closes him down very quickly. Free kick United. Taladera and Crawford make their way over. One of them will take the kick.
What do you reckon, crossing or play the 3v2 here?
There's a lot of them. That didn't look like it rolled the whole way, but oh, a wee bobble there. That's your grass pitch fault, isn't it?
Yeah.
Here's Alex Batistella now. He gets a swipe in short. Far post, and Alex Batistella scored. Puts Adelaide United into a 1-0 lead.
Quick free kick, 3v2. Bit of a bubble, like you said. But very well-deserved lead for United at the moment.
Thought the chance might have gone there, but Batistella did well. Turned, shot to the far post.
Yeah.
Scores his first goal of this new 2026 season. Former Adelaide City player, of course. Back here at Adelaide City Park to punish his former employers. And it is 1-0 for Adelaide United.
Yeah, very well-deserved. They dominated this first half so far. Plenty of chances, plenty of shots off. Nothing Hall could have done on this one. Went through 2-3 people's legs. Straight into the bottom corner.
He took it well. John Hall maybe a little unsighted there when the final shot came in. There's a lot of players in between him and the ball.
Yeah.
He didn't seem to move for it too quickly. I'm assuming he saw it late.
It went side netting anyway, so it's very hard to save it when it goes there. And it went through people's legs. Maybe didn't see it coming straight away, so a bit late to react, but I wouldn't put it on him.
Alex Batistella was Adelaide United's third top scorer in the league last year, but he only got 4 goals. Brodie Burkett was top with 11. Amlani Tatu was second with 8. And last year, Batistella and Crawford both got 4. And not a lot of goals in the team last year. But Maybe that will give him the confidence he needs. He had a few chances last week against FK Beograd at Hindmarsh. There's a spring in his step now. Look at him. He's going there to close John Hall down. And he
for a forward,
gets it paused on the bench as well, doesn't he?
You score 1 goal as a forward, and that's the best feeling you can possibly have. In the following 5-10 minutes, it just adrenaline that feeds you and makes you run everywhere.
Yeah. Very confident by Ethan Cox at the back there for Adelaide United. Take there by Blazevic. He loses it though. Costanzo comes away with it. It's 3 versus 2. Tries to feed in Catano, and Catano chips over the top to Daniel Bressan. Bressan will get there first, but it bounces awkwardly for him, and it's collected by Cox.
Yeah, not the easiest ball to deal with for Bressan. First place, Costanzo's pass to Catano should have been better, more in front of him, and that kind of put Catano on the spot.
Suddenly feels like there's a bit of urgency about this game. Again, the pace has just picked up.
Yeah.
The voices have lifted as well. Shot there by Luis Latanzio. I think he saw Cox off his line and thought he'd have a chance of his luck, but he didn't even have the pace to get as far as Cox. Cox had to run out to get it. Fans in full voice there. Into the 42nd minute of this men's RAA NPL match here between the host side Adelaide City and the visitors Adelaide United. It is 1-0 for the visitors after Alex Batistella scored in the 37th minute. There's Dominic Costanzo right down on the edge there, as well marshalled by Bailey O'Neill. And Adelaide United now look to clear the lines. They'll play out from the back. I thought they were going to clear.
It's too easy though. Very easy.
Very high.
Far too easy to get out from there.
Bit of a misunderstanding there between Batistella and Tatu. They both look disappointed with that.
Yeah. Happens.
Panache Madana wins that header well. Alagic tries to win the ball, goes to ground. Appeals for the referee's sympathy, but that appeal goes unheeded, and it'll just be a throw-in on the far side. Panache Madana with it now. And they lose the ball on that far side. 3v3 now. But Adelaide United getting back in numbers. Cross comes in from Luis Latanzio, but it goes harmlessly wide.
Yeah, City haven't had much of the ball, but they need to make sure they take their chances in these counters they have, because that looks like the only way so far that they can hurt United. They got to be able to take those chances.
Yeah, and they've won it a few times in those dangerous areas, just in this final third, and then that final ball has just been lacking.
Yeah,
and that was an example of it there.
Exactly right. They had a few 3v2s, 4v3s. Just gotta be better in the last third, really.
Maybe they don't do that. Maybe they're not doing it at training. Maybe they need to do 3v3 at training or 4v3 at training.
Maybe yes. Maybe yes.
Just a quick scorers recap. Well, I say recap, we haven't actually done it yet. Around the grounds, no. Playford City and Croydon still locked at nothing each. Just come up for the 20th minute mark there. And at Sturt Lions at Carinya, Metro Stars, the away team, are 1-0 up. And here it is 1-0 for the visiting Adelaide United team. Goal in the 37th minute from young Alex Batistella, former Adelaide City player, back to haunt his old team. And here comes City now. It's Luis Latanzio on the far side. Comes inside. Ball eventually comes out to this near side. Dominic Costanzo with it now. He crosses in. It's a good cross, but there's no takers. United fail to clear the lines. Bradley Corbo, what's he doing up there? He gets the cross in. It's still in, I think. Luis Latanzo has it on the far side. Panache Madana's on him. Overlapping run. Can't get the cross in, and Crawford goes to the ground. Lands very heavily.
Awkward. Very awkwardly.
Crawford's hardly moved.
He went down very awkwardly on his back.
Adelaide United bench up just now, trying to work out what they do, but immediately Crawford's back up, but he's limping quite significantly. Mutsa Mapanawana's name has been mentioned down there. He may be a possible substitution. The 45 minutes of the first half are up. So we're playing at the referee Joseph Bajeski's discretion.
I think Buko's going to get subbed on second half straight away. He's getting instruction from his coach.
The Wizard of Oakton.
They need him. At the moment, it looks like they need him.
They've certainly missed his influence, I think, in the middle of the park, haven't they? And 1-0 down, obviously, at half-time. They will possibly look to make a half-time change.
They have, not only playing-wise, but even personality and the energy he brings and the way he carries the team on his back is just magnificent.
This might well be the last passage of play in this first half. We're into the 47th minute. We've had a couple of stoppages, but nothing significant, so I can't imagine there's much more to add. Corbo wins the header for City. Ball goes out. Joseph Bajeski takes the whistle, puts it to his lips and says, well, blows, and then says, that's it, first half done. You enjoyed it? What have you made of that
So
first
far,
half there, Lorenzo?
Not really my prediction, isn't it?
Not so far, no, but I did give you the liberty to change your mind at half time. So, I mean, I think Adelaide United have probably done a little bit better than we were expecting. They've certainly started very strongly and maybe just been a little bit more bit wasteful in front of goal. And had they not been like that, there might have been a different outcome or a different scoreline at half time. I think they deserve their 1-0 lead, though, don't you?
They deserve to be 2-3 goals up. They've done very, very well. Put City under pressure for 45 minutes. They just have to be able to do it again in the second half and score more goals. You never know with City, the talent they have up front. All it takes is one chance. So
I'm thinking for Vas Parhas to do it at half time. I think if he's going to try and get something out of this, they are 1-0 down at half time, the Adelaide City home side. It is the break. We'll go away and you guys go and make yourselves a cup of tea or whatever it is you do at half time, and we'll be back in about 15 minutes. You're watching the men's RANPL, and it's Adelaide United 1, Adelaide City 0 at half time. See you in 15 minutes.
At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings. Tom Wren for sport. Jade Robran on the scene as it happens. Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide. Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local, and only on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Welcome football fans, one and all, to the 2025 RAA NPLSA Grand Final, a night where history beckons. Under the lights here tonight, one team will end their years of wait and finally add another elusive star upon their crest, while the other will face heartbreak and their dreams of glory will have to wait yet another year. It's the Metro Stars Soccer Club facing up against Croydon Football Club. And we're underway here. We have a lift-off in the 2025 RAA NPLSA Grand Final. You can hear the noise already.
Success in this game. Hopefully for him that changes tonight.
First corner of the day by Michael Chidini. Near post. Walls with a header. And it's a great save from Daniel Margosh near to his post on the right there. But it's the first chance of the day, Mark, and it's a great delivery. It's again Chidini looking for that near post. This time it's a Croydon head. Out to Satira with the volley. Not sure if the goalkeeper had sight of that one, but it's just gone past the near post.
Yeah.
Here's Oscar Slattery looking to deliver. It's a great ball in as well. Nobody's there for Croydon. And now John will try and clean this up at the back post. John on his left foot, strikes. And deflected out for the first corner for Croydon, Mark. A great delivery there from young Oscar Slattery. Again off the boot of Polly. Celebrated his 150th game this year. Out. Trimboli with a right-footed strike, and that's far and wide, but an early sider there for Croydon and their leading marksman this season, Luca Trimboli. Here's his delivery now, near post. Good defensive header. Still going to come to Hisamoto with a strike on the left. Didn't connect with that one as he would have liked, and goes far over the bar.
Yeah, they know that the fact is they've got the ability to get the ball into play, and this is where they can catch teams out.
That missed header has led it to Chidini on the edge of the box, has a strike deflected. Porter's there, the goalkeeper is too. I think he might have been offside there, Porter, but Daniel Margosh putting himself in the danger area.
Really does a lot of hard work and a lot of work that people don't normally see a lot of.
Passio John doing the work to find Klimek free, and now it's Trimboli with a left-footed strike. Caught neatly on the volley there, but he can't find the target, Mark.
Press a little bit higher, press a little bit harder, and it's proof in the pudding now.
Back to Klimek, first time delivery. Finds all the way out to Styles, who tries to lift at far post for Slattery, wins the header. Trimboli, does he get a second opportunity? He's going to go with his left again. And now John with Nagel. John has the strike. It's just past the far post, Mark.
Supremacy with that ball and on the park.
Here's Visser back with the ball at his feet. It's a sight for Metro fans to enjoy. Woodfin now finds the free man. Satira puts a ball in. More fantastic work there from young Chris Vivian, getting in the way once again, Mark. And
he's zip, and we've seen that by the fact that the passing has been fantastic.
That's an excellent ball from Chidadini to his opposing winger in Visser. He's going 1v1, trying to favour it onto that left foot. It is strike, but over the bar, and it's not deflected either, as Visser's trying to claim, but
him in the side.
Playing his 32nd game today. It's also in line with Jackson Walls and his goalkeeper there in Cody Ostrike. And then it's 3 to play all games this season. Now we're in the box with Chittadini. Has a strike. It's got not enough power on it as Margush can come, and he may give a word there to, looks like, here's Polly. Great deep delivery. Mapaw's there with a header. It's a great save though. Cody Ostrike down to his right. Push it out for a corner, but
another 45, very similar to the first 45. Both teams willing to attack, both teams throwing themselves on the line to defend.
Now McNamara has to deal with this. Hisamoto's going to beat him to the ball. Look to have a strike's deflected and it's in, Mark! Into the top right corner, and it's Maya Hisamoto who opens the scoring here in the RAA NPLSA final. And what a goal it is, Mark.
We said they've started 100 mile an hour, both teams going for it. Croydon, first team to capitalise. Noel McNamara can't clear his lines. He's gone to hook it out. Trimboli read where he was going to go, managed to get the block in. It fell kindly to Hisamoto. Then Hisamoto able to get his shot on target.
Came out on the winning side of that occasion. So far in grand finals for Metro, he's not been so lucky. There's another turnover in the middle of the park. Trimboli, his touch is loose, but he beats Gow to the ball. Now he switches it. Excellent vision from Trimboli to find Passia John. He has the strike and it's deflected. And not more great defensive work from wingers. That was Chittadini all the way back. High boot there by Martinelli, but he's going to win the ball. Looks to deliver near post. No touch forthcoming for Croydon.
Up, Ren obviously, then Nagamatsu moved on. Windsor's come in. So when you're playing a side like this, it just allows you the opportunities as well.
Right in the thick of things there with a great touch. Looking for the return by Visser. Shapes to shoot instead, and maybe that was the wrong option as it skies well over the bar. But a good first introduction there for Owen Windsor. Took the ball down.
Coming off, but I think they'll be on fairly soon, unlike the delay to Owen Windsor when he made his entry due to an issue with the colour of his socks.
Ball comes in and it's a big chance there. Another switcher play by Woodfin. It's excellent to Visser. He's got to look to put a ball in here. Looks for the cutback instead. It's Chittadini. It's deflected. Going to see another chance here on the break. Greco has fed Alexander Good. But his shot is deflected out, and there was some good defending there by Metro Stars.
Exactly.
Yeah, they will take him on or look for the pass. He looks for the pass instead. And he spun well there, Windsor. And it's Chittadini with only the goalkeeper to beat. Takes it past him. And he can't find the back of the net. It's cleared off the line there by Vivian. But it's still alive here for Metro. And they'll win it in the Shield final as well. So he's a man for the big occasion. And he might be the one to finish things off here tonight. But struggling to clear their lines here at Croydon. Visser trying to find the feet at Windsor. He's in behind. Takes it past another one at Windsor. Too close to the goalkeeper. And Croydon will clear, Mark. But they're really pushing up. Can Croydon seal things off here with a second? Delivery into the box. It's dangerous and it's just over. Additional time.
I was going to say that was just announced around the ground, the 6 minutes, and that's the boos from Croydon side of the grandstand.
D'Angelo's in the box now. Looking for a cross. And it's in! It's Woodfin, the hero! The Americans got them back in the clash, Mark. And it's at the death here. He's just nicked in at the near post. We said it might have been too late, but it's never too late for the Americans.
No, we always said it might be too late, but Metro have always got the opportunity. You can never write them off. And we thought that was a little bit odd that Woodfin was getting the ball rolling quickly, but it allowed McNamara to swing that ball into the far post. D'Angelo fighting, and we're going to head to extra time by the looks of it.
What a moment for Metro Stars. They're back in this game, and we look like we're heading to extra time, but there's still 5 minutes to play here, Mark. And by all means, there could be more chances. Still in the box, and it's another goal! And it's Andre Cole, the hero for Croydon! We thought it was over, but it's not over, and Croydon look like they're going to go all the way to the win.
We can't say that now. We cannot say that now. We've just seen 2 goals in the space of a minute.
We said he was the man for the big occasions, Andre Cole, and he hasn't had too many this year, but this could be the biggest for him. Goals in grand finals. Who else do you call for but Mr. Andre Cole, Mark?
He's had a rough season. He's just come up and possibly won it for Croydon. Passia John, all the hard work he's put in this whole game, puts in an absolute delightful ball.
McNamara can clear. Only to Martinello. A slip. Greco Can he seal it with a third? It's deflected, and it's going to be a corner mark. That's another clearance. And the whistle's in the mouth of Regis Quefalek, and your champions for 2025 are Croydon FC. After 8 long years of wait, the crown is finally theirs, and it's going back to Bologna, Mark. It's bedlam there on the pitch. Your 2025 REA NPLSA champions. 6th time champions of SA here. And they're back on top, Croydon. The underdogs tonight, but they're going to be heroes for years.
Come on! Wait up!
Is everyone ready to play?
I think something most people don't realise about being a referee is how rewarding it actually is, and like the amount of friends and mates you make along the way. Like, it's just a really great community. I was really nervous. I just got a random call up and I went out to the ground, but it was really great. Like, I had great support my first game, and it was really good to just be surrounded by people who did support me. I love officiating football because it's really rewarding, and like, it's a great way to be still a part of the game even if you aren't playing. I think my "this is why I do it" moment was last year, this year actually. I made my debut as an A-League official, and just being in front of like a big crowd was really cool to have experience, and it clicked in that moment. I was like, yeah, this is 100% why I do it. I have a great support system like here at FSA behind me. I would 100% say to someone who was thinking of becoming a referee to absolutely just go for it. Like, it's not as scary as you think it might be. Like, it's really good.
Welcome back to the second half of this men's RA NPL match between the host side Adelaide City and the visitors Adelaide United. It is 1-0 on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard, thanks to a goal in the 37th minute from Alex Batistella, who rifled the ball beyond the despairing reach of John Hall to make it 1-0 at that point in time. I'm your host, David Grant. I'm joined in the executive commentary suite by Lorenzo Baselli, midfield striker extraordinaire.
Whatever the team needs.
Good. Do you need a plumber or a carpenter? You do that as well?
I could try.
We had an interesting enough first half. I think we probably both underestimated how Adelaide United would go. They came out of the blocks early, and they've had a number of shots on goal, but they've failed to convert any of them until that 37th minute strike. Plenty of chances for United. And City, in the meantime, are regrouping in the middle. They're in a huddle just now before this kick-off. They have made a change. Number 22, Giorgio Parhas, has come off at half-time. And their talisman, Mr. Adelaide City, Nicholas Bucco, has come off the bench as his replacement. See if that makes a difference as the game goes ahead.
I think it will. As I said, first half, his leadership, obviously, we know what he can do playing-wise, but his presence, just being on the pitch, brings the whole team on another level, I think.
There hasn't been a draw in this fixture in the last 6 meetings. That goes all the way back to the 9th of July, 2022. 3-3 game at Adelaide City Park here. That finished 3-3. Goals from Adelaide United scored through Panache Madana, Kane Vidmar and Luka Jovanovic. And Adelaide City, who are just defending here. I'll just hold that thought for a moment. Zala gets to the edge of the box. Breaks to Taladiri. Here's a shot. Spilled by Hall, but he's grabbed it at the second attempt.
Bit of unorthodox save. Effective. That's all that matters.
Harry Crawford, I think, has maybe made way. He took a nasty knock just at the end of that first half. Looks like he's been replaced by Mutsa Mapandawana. So a substitution for Adelaide United as well. And here come City down that left wing. Yeah, just to go back to that statistic, there hasn't been a draw in the last 6 meetings. Go back to that 2022 meeting, and the goal scorers that day for Adelaide City were Matt Halliday, Aladdin Arabona and Charlie Devereaux. So a long time since there's been a draw, and currently we're not on track for a draw anyway.
Maybe today.
I can't see a draw in this. I think we'll get a winner.
Yeah?
Yeah. There's Terence Lynch under it for City. He heads it back forward. Taladera clears. Gerard Abachu is under it, so is Batistella. And Mapandawana picks it up. Tries to get the ball through to Batistella. It's blocked though by Lynch. Noah Smith under pressure from Mapandawana. Goes to ground, wins the free kick. No change to the scores in the other 2 NPL games being played just now. Playford City currently 0-0 with Croydon, and Metro Stars are 1-0 up against Sturt Lions at Carrinia Reserve in Blackwood. And 1-0 here between these two. Adelaide City currently second on the ladder. Adelaide United down on 11th of 12. But United not playing like the team 10 spots below them on the table.
No, definitely not. I think they understand that it's a pretty big game for them, because staying 0 points after 3 games, it's not the best feeling you can experience. And they're playing with that sense of urgency of, okay, we need to win today.
All these players seem to wear their shorts very low, Lorenzo, don't they?
Yeah.
Looking out there, Batistella, Mapandawana. They're just too big for them. Need smaller shorts, maybe. There's John Hall now for Adelaide City. He clears. Noah Smith takes it down. Tries to play in Lewis. Laurie Latanzio gets to him. Latanzio's trying to find the space. Uses the body very well. Catano now feeds it out wide. Bressan, edge of the box, tries to thread it through to Catano.
It's better from Adelaide City already. First few minutes came out a lot better than the first half.
So we now have that new goalkeeping rule about the 8 seconds. Ethan Cox was being counted down there. He had 8 seconds to release it after bringing it under control, and he did so, but had he not, it would have been a corner for his opponents.
Wind picked up a little bit.
It has. It's nice though.
Bit of a breeze, yeah.
Here's Arachu. Pandawanna's on him. They're quick, these Adelaide United forwards, aren't they?
Yeah, very quick.
Just need to be a bit better with the ball, don't they? In front of the goal.
They need to take their chances and finish the game. You know, 1-0 is always very dangerous. 2-0 as well. But they could have been 2 already at this point. 2 or 3 even.
Bressan with it now. Nice little ball here to Noah Smith. He takes a shot. Ooh. Cox has stopped it, but he stopped it well enough. And Dominic Costanzo scores from close range. And Adelaide City have got an equaliser, Lorenzo.
That's what we were saying. You don't take your chances, you're getting punished eventually. Adelaide Cities are good enough team to score as soon as they can. First chance, first goal. Simple as that. Very good build-up on the left side, by the way. Between Bressan, Bucco, and Noah Smith. Ended up with a shot. Good save by the keeper, and then Costanzo easy tapping.
That equaliser coming in the 50th minute here at Adelaide City Park in Oakden. And an immediate change to the fortunes for Adelaide City. Struggled a little bit through the first sort of 10-15 minutes to compete with Adelaide United's pace and pressure and closure of space, but settled well enough and have pulled one back early on in the second half.
The impact of Captain Bucco.
You put it all down to that.
Winning the ball back and leading the build-up.
Kaelan Alagic now tips over to the far side. That's a great ball, but he's offside.
Yeah.
Amlani Tatu on that far side.
Let's see how United react to this. They're a very young team. Mentally, you got to be very, very strong to keep playing like you played the first half when you concede a goal.
That ball's slightly short. Bressan gets there first. Arachu running out of space and he's well blocked. Ball's picked up there by Blazevic and he plays in. Well, it ends up with Taladir. It's all very quick just now and physical. But United have it. Chip over the top. Alex Batistella's under it. He's got it, but he hasn't got the space. Arachu and Lynch combine well to clear the danger. That's a great ball there by Daniel Bressan finding Costanzo. He's on a brace here. Can't get the room for the shot though, and it's cleared by Bailey O'Neill. End-to-end stuff. United come down this side now. Mapandawana marshalled by Noah Smith, who concedes the throw.
Looking at Costanzo, is grabbing his right hamstring. Running back now in his own half.
Back underway, throw in taken by Panache Madana. Malawal Nicola now. Plays in Kaelan Alagic. And Mutsa Mapandawana to get it in the right hand side now. Bucco will clear with his left. Finds Smith. And they're struggling just to clear the line here. Adelaide United press very high. And they lose out, and they come away with it now. Here's United. Slips through the middle, Batistella lets it go, and it's just gone wide. Probably just needed a little clip, didn't it?
Yeah. Not very good here in the corner by City.
No, they really struggle. Sometimes I think it's best just to boot it.
Yeah, 100%. Especially when you're locked in the corner here.
It's not pretty, but it's effective.
No space, yes. I'd rather lose the ball up here than in my own box.
Yeah. But neither of us are coaches, though.
True.
We're just imagining that that's what you should do. Sometimes, though, I do think just clear your lines.
I agree.
Smith. Yeah.
It doesn't have to be pretty all the time. All that matters is the score there.
That's it. And the score there is 1-1 here at Oakden. You're watching the RAA Men's South Australia match between Adelaide City and Adelaide United. Chat to a local who backs you and your team. It's better to be a member of the RAA.
Skimitsi look almost ready to get subbed on.
Yeah, he's the only Adelaide City sub who's warming up.
Yeah.
Liam Stam is also out for Adelaide United, having a little bit of a limber. Here's Yuki Kitano into the box. That's a decent shot and it's gone in. Yuki Kitano deceives Ethan Cox with that shot. And Adelaide City have gone from 1-0 down to 2-1 up in the space of about 5 minutes.
Yeah, good finish. I think Cox could have done a little bit better, but I'm not a goalkeeper, as long as not being a coach. So we talked about the mental side for United, and at the moment they're really, really struggling with that. Once again, Buko leading the build-up.
No, players reset now. Alex Batistella is up there preparing to get us restarted.
It's a good finish. Very good finish by Kitano. Third goal of the season already?
It's a beautiful finish.
Yeah. I think he scored 2 last week.
Yeah, Kitano got 2 last week. So that takes him up to 3 for the year. Scored 7 last year in the league.
Already almost halfway of the goals he had last year.
That's what you want from your striker, though, isn't it?
100%. He's a good player, very good player. He knows how to move, where to go. Very smart.
The wind just picking up a little bit here at Adelaide City Park in Oakden. 2-1 for the home side now. We've come out this second half a different side, really.
Yeah. A lot better with the ball, more aggressive. A different team.
Adelaide United going to try and get themselves back into this. A little tug in the shirt by Costanzo, but Blazevic gets away with it. Still has the ball, feeds it out wide. Shot just over the bar, though, from Anlani Tatu in that wide left position.
These are the chances United has to take. They missed them in the first half as well. But if they want to get a result out of it, they need to score this.
Totally agree with you, 100% there. I mean, they've created these chances all through the first half. They hit the bar twice in the first half as well. So they're certainly creating them, but the finishing in front of goal has been profligate. It's been wasteful.
Yeah.
And they could really have been 2 or 3 up in that first half. Instead, they went into the break just 1-0 to the good. And now they've got a bit of an incline to navigate. You can see it again, that'll become a hill, and after that it's a mountain. But here's Tatu on the far side now, has a few options in the middle, gets his cross in, but it's well held by Hall.
Yeah, you have to take your chances, especially when you play against a team like Adelaide City, that you know is a very, very strong team. You need to be able to take the chances when you have them. And they had so many in the first half, and I was very surprised they only managed to score 1. And City had 2 chances really and scored them both.
Yep, and that's what counts. The one statistic that counts, Lorenzo, is how often you put the ball into the net, isn't it?
Yep.
You can have all the possession and all the passing stats, and
and as many shots as you want, but if you don't put them away, they don't count.
That's it. Bucco clears, gives one for Catano to chase. He held his run back there, maybe felt he was offside, and that gave Bailey O'Neill a little bit of a head start on him. And O'Neill gets to it first and plays in his goalkeeper. Batistella, the goal scorer, picks up now. Finds Aligic. Corbo and Lynch combine. It goes back to John Hall.
Aligic's down injured. In front of the Adelaide City bench.
He is indeed. Well spotted you. That's why I've got you on board, Lorenzo Baselli. And it looks like Adelaide United will make a substitution here. They've got Liam Stam down there, stripped and ready to come on. He's just receiving some last-minute instructions. Meanwhile, the players make their way over for take some fluid on board. It is a warm day here in Adelaide. We are into autumn, but still warm days. 60 minutes gone on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. A quick recap for you. Alex Batistella put Adelaide United 1-0 up in the 37th minute. Dominic Costanzo putting a header from close range early in the second half in the 50th minute, and 4 minutes later Yuki Kitano deceived his opponent. Ethan Cox with a chip to the back post, and in it went, making it 2-1 for the home side. Aligic is back up on his feet now, but he doesn't look good, does he?
It doesn't. And Stam's already on the sideline, ready to go in.
And that substitution is made. On comes young Liam Stam, younger brother of Riley, who is here today, we understand.
He is. I was trying to find him in the crowd, but couldn't.
Yeah. He's got quite a distinguished look. You think we'd be able to pick him out, but there's quite a few folk here. You know, this side here, you can see there, as we look along this near stand, there are quite a few people in the main stand. There's not that many across the other side of the pitch, but that's a decent enough crowd.
Yeah.
There are other games on today which might have proven to be a bit of a distraction, but we still got a few out here. So Luka Blazevic now gets us back underway for Adelaide United. Kasumovic. Stan gets his first touch. Playing header tennis just now. Karachi says, let I have a bit more of that and I'll boot it as high as I can. And it falls to Bucco. He's got a bit of space. He'll have a shot from there, just wide.
That was a brilliant strike by Bucco.
No, he'll be disappointed they didn't quite get it on target, but decent enough effort.
Brilliant first touch to set it up, and very, very good strike. Very unfortunate. Went inches wide.
All set up from that Patrick Karachi ball right up into the air, but four miles up in the air to set up that chance.
That's straight from the training ground, eh?
Yeah. Put it as high as you can, we'll see what happens. Here's Amlani Tatu trying to make his way forward. Adelaide City gets 6 players compressing that space. Noah Smith nudged to the ground by Liam Stam, who's won the ball. And then that is eventually come off Noah Smith. It's a throw-in for Adelaide United, which they've now taken. Taladira has it.
The Adelaide City bench didn't really agree with the no call there. Could hear them screaming from up here.
I feel, if I'm honest, that some of these players across the board have gone to ground too easily today.
I agree.
You know, if you're going to play for the foul, there's a risk in that, and if the risk is if you don't get it, then there's an advantage to your opponent. So you've got to be careful when you're playing that kind of tactic.
Yeah, you got to be smart. You do want to get out of those situations, but at the same time, you don't want to put your team in a position.
There's a chance for United. That ball's going out, I'm sure. Yeah.
I was saying you don't want to put your team in a dangerous position. By losing the ball here in these areas. City ready for a sub? 2 subs, actually.
That's all right. It's when they start to make 3 and 4 at once that I get all confused and upset. So if they're just doing 2, I'm okay with that, Lorenzo. It's Vayan Kurukumana, number 8, and Francesco Shimitzi, who are coming on. Patrick Caraccia leaves the park. Dominic Costanza also leaves the park.
Goal scorer, Costanza.
Yeah.
To lead the comeback.
Not in a great rush to leave the park.
No, not really.
And he's done it now. Noah Smith can't quite get to that, and John Hall's goal kick. He apologises for it. Adelaide United have the throw in. Maybe a little bit lucky it wasn't a handball.
I think it was already out of bounds, but yeah.
You're saying that because you're friends with him. Madonna plays in Stam, receives it back. Opts to go back to Faizo Kazimovic. They use the goalkeeper Ethan Cox now. And they switch the sides. They go over to the left-hand side now, Adelaide United. Long ball by Bailey O'Neill. Trying to find Pandawana. Malo Al-Nika picks it up now. Stam with a little bit of space. Threads it through to Batistella. Doesn't get his feet quite right, Batistella, but United still have it. Stam crosses in. Abachus won that one quite easily, but United still have it again. Kasumovic is in Taladera. Taladera looking for Pandawana on the far side, but Corbo intercepts. Kurkumana. This is a longer period of play than we've had, Lorenzo. This ball hasn't gone out for the last, feels like 5 minutes.
Yeah, since the 2 subs. It's a good passage of play, as I say.
Commentators trust.
City look a lot more comfortable on the ball than in the first half. And it's proving to be the difference for now.
Here's Kasumovic now for Adelaide United. Struggled to achieve the dominance they had through the first half. But 2-1, still an even enough scoreline.
Anything can happen still. Only 1 goal difference. We saw how quickly City turned it around, and United could do the same at any point.
Noah Smith now, he's being caught here. Ball comes in the middle. Batistella's got an open goal to go for, and he gets it. It's the second for the day. Batistella's pulled one back. 2-2 now. Game on.
As we were speaking about it. Yeah, not very well dealt with by Noah Smith. And Madonna took advantage of it and set up perfectly Batistella, who's got the brace for the day.
Good day out for Alex Batistella, providing, of course, they don't lose this game. Only scored 4 goals in the league last year. He's got 2 this year already. And he's now Adelaide United's top scorer in the league for this season. Mind you, only had Crawford on 1 and Blazevich on 1 to beat.
Very interesting last 20 minutes now.
It will be, yes. 20 minutes to go. Game finally poised, really. Although Adelaide City, I think, have been the better team through this second half.
They have, yeah.
Tatu through the middle, blocked by Kurkamana, and the ball ends up back with John Hall. He clears. Bailey O'Neill plays back to his goalkeeper, Ethan Cox.
No deeper. Higher. Closer to AB. Closer to AB.
Adelaide United now playing out down the left-hand side. City content to let them come forward to the halfway line before they apply the pressure. And there wasn't a lot of pressure applied, but United give the ball away with a long, ambitious through ball, which John Hall comfortably takes. Corbo now in the far side for City. Bressan feeds Bucco. Lovely little chip over the top. Bet you can't do that, Lorenzo. Here's Noah Smith, feeds it out wide. Shot by Lewis Laurie Latanzio's blocked. And offside given anyway.
Good build-up. And when you have a player in the middle of the park like Bucco, he's going to find you. Unfortunate. Atencio was offside.
He's an artist, Nicholas Bucco, isn't he?
He is. He is. He's so hard to press.
Although you didn't name him in one of your toughest opponents to face when I asked you earlier.
I didn't name anybody.
No, you didn't. You're very diplomatic. You named the whole team. Here's Alex Batistella now. He goes cross-field. Finds Amlani. Tatu in the far side. Tatu's got a battle on with Corbo to win it. Corbo wins that one. Lynch goes back to his goalkeeper. John Hall does probably the sensible thing and just clears the lines.
United looks like they got a bit of momentum now. A bit more courageous plays.
Yeah, I feel that the goal has maybe given them a bit of a spring in their step, although they were looking positive just prior to it.
Yeah. Kind of came out of nowhere, the goal. Because they weren't really building anything dangerous. And they took advantage of a mistake, which...
That's a bit wayward there. Cox will get there first, but Yuki Kitano was chasing it down. Taladera comes inside, finds Liam Stam. He's lost it. Bressan tries to thread it through to Luis Laurie Latanzio. They've tried that a few times today, City, and it hasn't come off. That little final ball just threaded through.
Yeah. Yeah, we mentioned it in the first half. The final third has lacked a little bit for City today. Yes, they did score 2 goals, but there are a few more chances that could have led to a goal or at least an opportunity. And just the last pass or the last combination wasn't on.
Yeah, final ball lacking.
Yeah.
Adelaide City now preparing a substitution. Into the 73rd minute. Matt Dauber is the player who's coming on. Daniel Bressan, the player, being replaced. Bit of a cheer for Matthew Dauber there.
Yep.
As he comes onto the park.
Skimitsu pushing up front. I'm very impressed with Fabian Talladega. He's such a good player and so clean on the ball, very disciplined. He's really impressed me. Last week when we played against him, and even today, yes, he made a couple mistakes, but overall, very, very good performance.
He plays that sort of defensive midfield role very well.
Yeah, he does.
Stam with it now. That's a decent ball just to open up the play a little bit. Bailey O'Neill now. Scamitzi and Catano face him. It's a fair tug in the shot there, Yuki. And a little verbal warning from the referee, Joseph Bajeski, about that. Next one is a yellow card for you.
Yeah, I like that, but the ref not necessarily giving a card for that. It wasn't really much in it.
No, but there's been a few of them. There's been a bit of persistence about them.
Yeah.
That tug in the shirt. I can't recall if it's Yuki Kitano that's done them all, but there's a few of them. Here's Amlani Tatu on the far side now. He's received it back. Doesn't get there first though. Yared Abachu defends. And eventually Dauber is the player who clears the danger. Malawal Nicola robbed. And a free kick goes Adelaide United's way. Ethan Cox with it now for United. Stam, he's had plenty of the ball since he came on, hasn't he?
He has. He's
lost it again there though. I say again, he's only probably lost it once, but it was a little half chance. Kamichi's through and goal. Takes a few extra touches. Great stop by Ethan Cox from Francesco Simitzi.
Good save. Very good save. Could have he done a bit better there?
What, held it?
No, not him. Sorry, Scamitzi.
Scamitzi fighting the goalkeeper.
No,
that's a bit harsh. Come on, Lorenzo.
No.
Yeah, no. Maybe. Hard to tell. I'm not sure what angle he was at. He certainly got enough power behind it, didn't he?
He did.
Maybe just needed to put it a little bit away from the goalkeeper.
He did for sure. Good effort though, and good save by Cox.
The second half of the other two games being played concurrently are underway. Half an hour behind us. Playford and Croydon still 0-0. And Metrostar still 1-0 up at Carigna Reserve against Sturt Lions. Sturt Lions off to a flyer in this 2026 men's RAA NPL competition. Round 3 here. How do you cope when you're playing, Lorenzo, with all of the coaching that's going on at the side? You know, you've got like 3 or 4 people shouting at you all the once.
Yeah, well,
how do you know who to follow and who to listen to?
Well, normally it's
then you've got supporters. You've got supporters as well who are offering their opinions.
The Ultras. Yeah, FK Beograd Ultras. They play such an amazing part. Coaching staff, Ultras, all of them. Obviously, everybody's gonna tell you something. Just be smart and know who you should listen to.
Well, ultimately, I suppose the head coach, and there's Vas Parhas for City down there with the ball now. I guess that's the one voice you've really got to listen to, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can
100%.
afford to accept the other's advice, but not necessarily take it on board.
Yeah.
Brian Kurkamana, excuse me, just a little bit short with his pass there, but Corbo's cleared it. City have it in the corner there, and they win the free kick.
That's an opportunity for City to get back on top.
Now setting up just about 2 or 3 metres in from the edge of the pitch. Luis Laurie Latanzio and Nicholas Bucco down at the ball. And it is Nicholas Bucco who's made his way over now to take it. Doing a little bit of pitch maintenance before he takes this free kick. That's good of him, isn't it?
Yeah.
Doing his little bit of voluntary work for the community. Now he's looking for the valve in the ball so he can hit that. They say that makes it spin, don't they? It's a packed penalty box. It's a packed 6-yard box, and Bucco's cross comes in, and it's met at the back post by Dauber. But it's a good stop by Cox at point-blank range, and Adelaide United try to come away with it. They fail in that endeavour, and the cross comes back in from City, but it's wayward.
That's a brilliant save. Brilliant save. Brilliant delivery by Bucco. Just good save by Cox on his front post.
Substitution made by Adelaide United. Funnily enough, it's Mutsa Mapandawana who's come off, and he only came on at 45 minutes. You'll be a bit disappointed with that, but Israel Mabula Monga is the player who's come on for Adelaide United, and he goes straight up front. Wind just picking up a bit here at Oakden, Adelaide City Park. You're watching the men's RA NPL between Adelaide City and Adelaide United. It's currently 2-2 in the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED display solutions, Lorenzo. There you go, a little word from our sponsors, whom we appreciate.
Hold is he? Hold is he? Hold is he? Hold!
Bucco now plays in Abichu. Mabula Monga offers some opposition to that. City playing some nice football on the ground. Hall, they find a bit of space in this near side. Abichu goes back to Hall. Lynch with it now. Kurkamana forces Lynch out wide, and they've given it away here. Here come United into the box. Go for a free kick, goes unheeded. They still have the ball though. Mabula Monga with it. Blazevic. It goes out. United have the throw. Sorry, City have the throw. Into the last 10 minutes. It is 2-2, as we mentioned before. Alex Batistella opened the scoring in the 37th minute for Adelaide United. That was cancelled out by Dominic Costanzo in the 50th minute for City. And then City went 2-1 up when Yuki Kitano scored in the 54th minute, and Alex Batistella equalised in the 68th minute. Here is the goal scorer of 2, Batistella, and he receives it. He's on a run now. He won't get to that one though.
A bit of confusion at the moment. A lot of mistakes in the build-up. I don't know if it's a rush because it's only 10 minutes left.
50-50 ball there. Francesco Schmitzi got there. It's judged to have come off him last. 50-50 ball with Ethan Cox. Schmitzi's looked a danger since he came on.
Yeah, and even last year at Mulberry he did well. He's always in the right place. He's a good finisher, quick. It's a very interesting young player.
Lynch. Dauber pops it up, looking for Luis Lauretanzio, but Panache Madana is the player that's got to that first. Cox has got 8 seconds, of course. He's put it down the ground now, so that puts an end to that count. Plays it along the ground. United come away. Stam Tries to find Batistella. The pass is a little slow. City have it. Laurie Latanzio. Bucco. Threads it through the middle. Catano pops it up. And the final ball, I think, might have been a shot from Lewis. Laurie Latanzio goes out for a goal kick.
Are you interested in some State League 1 results?
Yeah, Lorenzo, that's why we've got you on board. What's happening down in State League 1?
Halftime for Blue Eagles, Salisbury Blue Eagles actually. Salisbury leading 1-0.
Yep.
Raiders winning 2-0 away against South Adelaide. And Modbury winning 4-0 against the Cove around the 60th minute. And Atletico Fulham 0-0 still.
That's a big lead for Modbury against Cove.
All in the first half.
Oh, were they?
Yep. All in the first half.
These games would all be half an hour behind us. I think they all kicked off at 3.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly
We
right.
had the slightly earlier kick-off. We got the whole game moved so you could have a night out. Is that right? You going out, and so we said, can we have this game at 2:30, please? Lorenzo Baselli's got a night out and he wants to get ready for it.
Could be.
Offside here.
AFL's back, that's why.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised. We were talking off air about how you like Aussie rules.
I do.
So
I do.
And you've decided that you're a Crows fan.
Yeah, I've decided that.
You and Marco Torriani.
Yeah. Both of us.
Down there shouting. Do you shout ball all the time? That's what they do at the Aussie rules, isn't it? They'll shout ball.
Yeah. We don't, because we don't really understand the rules too much.
I don't think there are any rules.
Yeah.
Here's Batistella into the middle of the box. He's chasing that ball down with Luonga. And it's cleared. Play out wide there. Amlani Tatu being a bit quieter in the second half, but he might make a difference here. Pops the ball in the middle. And Mabula Monga turns and shoots, but that one's gone over both fences, I think, at the back. If you have just joined us, there's just 5 minutes to go on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. It is 2-2. I might be a familiar voice, but I'm accompanied today by Lorenzo Baselli from FK Beograd, doing the co-coms with me here at this, intriguing encounter. Adelaide City started the day second in the table, and Adelaide United started the day 11th in the table. But it hasn't looked like that big a gap between the two. And into the middle comes Schmitzy. Stabs the shot, doesn't get the power, and it's held by Cox.
Yeah, very awkward because it was bouncing. Ooh, good tackle. Ooh, I thought that was clean.
It would appear that the Adelaide City players thought it was clean, but not only is it judged not to have been clean, but it's also been judged to have been offensive. And Matt Dauber's name goes into the referee's book there. A yellow card for him.
Bukos.
Is he animated?
He's very animated.
That's not like him. Nicholas Bucco didn't start the game today. Come on at half time. Adelaide City were 1-0 down at the break. Scored 2 early goals in the second half, and it would appear, I think, that Nicholas Bucco's influence made a difference.
Yeah, definitely.
Flick on. And Mabulonga. Cleared by Noah Smith. Catano can't quite get his chest to it. Schmitzy's onto this though. It's a one-on-one. He's made the space, but the shot is straight at the goalkeeper, and he'll be disappointed with that.
Yeah. First one was awkward 1 minute ago. This one should put it away. It was very clear, very well done by him before on the build-up to get his space, but good positioning by Cox again.
Decent football. Decent football there by Adelaide City until that last moment, but they've conceded a throw-in. Anash Madana makes his way down to take the throw in. He's being encouraged to get a move on. Almost suggests to me that Adelaide United from that would be content with a draw. That's how I interpreted that. Here's a sprint here. Schmitzy's onto it, but Cox will clear.
They'd be happy to get a point. Move from 0 against a very strong opponent away. It's a start. You got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think as you look out there, City look like they want a goal.
Yeah.
United look like they just want to sit in this and protect 2-all.
I think first half it was United. Second half, City was a lot better than Adelaide United. So I think so far the draw is pretty fair. Probably United a couple more chances in the first half than City had in the second, but overall I think
I would agree with your summation there. I think you're right on the ball there.
Yeah.
We are into the last minute of the 90. Might ask you at the end of the game, Lorenzo, giving you a bit of time, a bit of advance warning here to pick sort of 3-2-1, who you think the top 3 players might have been today. They don't have to be in any order, but you've got a bit of time to think about that. There's a minute to go. Here's Nicholas Bucco on the burst. Threads it through. Schmitzy on the shot. Oh, it was beyond the reach of Cox, but it was also beyond the goal. And that has gone out for a corner.
Schmitzy will be disappointed if he doesn't get a goal today, because he's had a few chances already.
He has.
In his 20 minutes in. And they were pretty clean chances too.
Ball goes out
I'm sure he knows as well.
Do you know what? He's come on as a substitute as well. I mean, the biggest impact you can have as a striker when you come on is to score a goal.
Yeah.
That's the biggest sign that, put me in the starting 11 next week, boss.
Yeah.
Ball over the top. Catano's onto it wide right. Got options in the middle. Schmitzy's there. Dauber's there. Lewis Tanzio's there. He opts to go back to Bradley Corbo. Receives it back. Gets that cross in, but it's deflected and it's a corner. And for all we were saying before about City looking to try and get a win, they're taking a while to take this corner. Noah Smith's made his way over there. Mind you, it is a long walk and a hot day for him from left back, isn't it?
It is. It is for every corner as well.
Here it comes with his left foot. Near post. It goes all the way through. I don't know that anyone made contact, and it's been given as a goal kick.
Brilliant delivery.
It was right. It was the right area. It was the right height.
Yeah.
Just an indication from the assistant on this near side. There's still 2.5 minutes to go, which means we must be looking at 4 minutes of injury time, because we're a minute and a half into additional time now.
Yeah, except subs and goals, there hasn't been many interruptions. Yes, Halley gets injury, but that was pretty quick. Didn't take longer than a minute.
I guess it all adds up, Yeah. 30 seconds here, 30 seconds there. And
yeah.
before you know it, you're up at 4 minutes. Oh. I'm not sure what that was.
Very interesting. No call as well.
The City have it on the far side. Dauber deceives Amlani Tatu and goes forward. Corbo goes in towards the middle. Received by Schmitzy. Breaks the Dauber, who's continued his overlapping run. He goes to ground again, just maybe a little bit too easy. The referee doesn't fancy it, and Adelaide United come away with it. Space is opening up in the park. Nabulamonga strong on the ball and wins it. So it's got a bit scrappy just there. Yeah. And eventually City have a foul.
Typical 90 minutes passage of play here.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to go for the win, and at the same time you don't want to concede, so
that's it.
Gets a bit scrappy.
A goal now would win it, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Either way.
You'd think so. You would think so.
Here comes the free kick. That's, to be honest, wasted. Goes out. John Hall retrieves. He's quite keen to get things back underway, and he takes that kick quickly. Dauber plays it into the middle. Picked up by Taladera. Batistella does well, gets it to Mabula Wonga. And Amlani Tatu goes to ground at the edge of the D. Nothing given by the referee. The ball comes out to this nearer side. Noah Smith plays it along the ground. It'll get to Catano. Catano plays it back. Noah Smith receives it, plays it out wide. Intercepted by Panache Madana. Batistella not quite quick enough with the feet. And City have it back.
Tatu's still down at the edge of the box.
One would suggest that he's suffering from maybe cramp. It is a warm day. Although no one on the bench seems too concerned about his welfare. They've played on, haven't they? They've taken that free kick quickly.
I don't think they have any sub anyway.
Who'd be an official, eh? Everyone's shouting at you. From all sides. Schmitzy isn't really the regulation distance back. That's what the complaint is. And they've taken the kick anyway, Adelaide United. It goes long. Hall should win this. Oh, and he does. Over Tatu.
Noah Smith has been booked, meanwhile, for the foul on Stem.
All right. I missed that. Thank you very much. Ball comes down the right now. Dauber gets his cross in. Looking for Schmitzy. Doesn't get to him. Catano has it. And Joseph Bajeski blows his whistle for full time. It has finished 2-all. A lot of the players go to ground there, seemingly exhausted from that. It has finished 2-all here at Oakton between Adelaide City and Adelaide United in the men's RA NPL. Lorenzo, what are your thoughts? Have you got three players that you could maybe pick?
I do.
You felt, oh, you've been thinking about it.
Yeah.
So you do listen to me.
I do. One of them, surely Buko. The impact he's had since coming on was part of both the goals, and his leadership, you felt it from the outside, so I can't imagine on the inside. For the second player, I pick Kitano. I'm really impressed with the way he played. Scored one of the goals, but his hold-up play was brilliant. Very, very good player up top. And obviously, as my first one, I picked Batistella. We haven't seen too much from him, but, 2 goals. That's all you have to take your chances, and he did brilliantly.
Is it possible that your position as an attacking midfielder / striker has influenced your picks, and that you've picked out 3 attacking midfield players? I would agree with you. I think Batistella was very good. I think Noah Smith had a pretty good game for Adelaide City as well, if we were to look at some of the players further back.
Yeah, I agree. And the 2 keepers as well. Hall in the first half made a couple of brilliant saves, and so did Cox in the second one.
An enjoyable afternoon here at Oakton, where we've just watched Adelaide City draw 2-all with Adelaide United in the men's RA NPL. Goal coming in the 37th minute from Alex Batistella, just before half-time, and then just after half-time, Dominic Costanzo pulling one back for Adelaide City in the 50th minute, before Yuki Kitano put the ball beyond the reach of Ethan Cox in the 54th minute to make it 2-1 for City. And then Alex Batistella scored his second in the 68th minute to make it 2-all. And there the game has concluded. I've been your host, David Grant. Lorenzo, a few words in Italian to say goodbye to the viewers.
Grazie a tutti per aver visto la partita e ci vediamo venerdì a Berks.
Wow, that was awesome. I could listen to you all night, pal.
If you want, next time we'll do the whole game in Italian.
Well, I might struggle a little bit with that. I know a little bit of German, but my Italian is all I know is hello and thank you. But that's all you can need to know. Yes.
That's a start.
We better get on the way. Remember, folks, you can watch the FSA Leagues channel for all your games live. Get out to a game if you can. Support local football. Get along to the women's games as well. But if you can't, it is all on the YouTube's channel. I've been your host, David Grant. He's been Lorenzo Baselli. And we are out. Thank you.
Thank
and good
you.
night. Cheers.